around right now with the Knights. Morel Jordan, he didn't score in the first half, but he averages 24 a game. Landon Swanner, he had 2 threes, misses his first of the second.
Great pass. But, Morel Jordan hasn't done the scoring, but man, he's been getting guys open, and I think Bellarmine's done its job on him, making him be a passer, and he seems more than willing to be passing early.
Well, they're doing their job offensively as Justin Betts laid it home on the other end. Dasani Beeman got the bucket for Defiance. Claycomb is wide open. Checks the wind, he shoots, misses. Betts saves it. Those are the hustle plays that Justin Betts makes all the time. Fleming, contact, he's got 2 shots.
Great hustle by Justin Betts there, getting that extra possession. He got one early in the first half when he tipped the ball out, and another one there. And when you shoot 50% plus every year, those are huge possessions.
That's a great point. They maximize their possessions, so the more they can get, the better they're going to be.
Correct, and that's why a lot of focus is, people don't see it with Bellarmine's program, but it's on the defensive rebounding. Because, if you're shooting 55% and the other team's shooting 45%, the only way you really lose is if the other team gets more shots. So that's where it's a huge key for Bellarmine to rebound the basketball in order to get their team more shots, instead of having to give up, yeah, we shot 55%, but the other team got 8 more shots. That's kind of when Bellarmine's recipe, if you beat them, it's being able to get offensive rebounds and get more shots.
Just 2 offensive rebounds for Defiance today. 19-9 glass advantage for BU. 2 on the shot clock. Hoist from Edwards. He almost got it, but it's off to Penn. Kurt Hof with the right. He scoops it in.
The great push in the tempo there by Dylan that got Kurt that layup.
Athletic move from the freshman. He started to catch fire the last 4. Double figures. Slowly inching his way towards double figures, now with 6. Beeman out of the double. Pass off the hand of Andre Edwards.
Yeah, Bellarmine's kind of speeding up Defiance a little bit.
It's an athletic move for the big man.
Absolutely, switching hands. Going to his offhand to finish that as a lefty.
Find a wide open Hof for the jam.
I don't think we're going to see Defiance pressing many more times.
Bellarmine made that look a little bit silly. And CJ Fleming was patient, eventually found Hof for the 2-handed dunk. Bellarmine up by 19. Largest lead for Bellarmine today. Jones cut off, out to Edwards. Rattles out. Defiance not hitting threes the way it did in the first half.
It's probably 2 or 3 threes that Defiance has had this game that have been halfway down.
And Bellarmine's making him pay. Claycomb to Penn.
I imagine we're going to see a timeout here as soon as the ball gets to half court.
A concerned look on the face of Josh Gibson.
He's going to let him play.
Bellarmine up by just 13 at halftime. They've raced out to a 21-point advantage in 3 minutes. Beeman hasn't done much as well for Defiance. That's steal from Hof. Good hands. Look at the big man run the floor. Claycomb corrals, can't hit it. Hof there for the follow, and he's fouled.
Good job leading the break there by Kurt.
He's got some skills.
Could be a very good player. He already is, but when his career is over in 4 years, I think he's going to be a 1,000-plus point scorer and be pretty high in a lot of the record books.
When you think next year, when a lot of their top guys this season depart, he could potentially be their best player.
Absolutely. It depends kind of, who all returns. There's a lot of decisions with the COVID and who gets the extra year, but I think definitely if he's going to be a centerpiece of their offense, the next 3 years.
That was a nice tip from Claycomb to get the extra point there. But yeah, Kurt Hof is poised to have a heck of a career at Bellarmine. Recruited by a lot of MAC schools, got interest from Indiana. That COVID year kind of messed up the timeline for his high school career. Scott Davenport felt like they stole Kurt Hof.
Absolutely. He's played in a really small town, Bar Reeve. I don't know if they have 100 kids in the high school, so it's just a very small town.
Betts got it.
See if their coach wants to use a timeout anytime soon, or so he just wants to go home with 3 in his back pocket.
Next stoppage is the media break, so he's just trying to save that timeout, I guess, as Bellarmine's on a 13-0 run to start the half. Jordan still hasn't scored. Betts a little fancy at half court. Over to Claycomb. Passed up the 3 and got fouled. Knights up by.
You'll see Kurt Holt averaging double figures through the season. I think he's going to end up being a 10 to 12 point scorer every night.
You're on the air. We're going to review that here in a month or two. On the drive and one.
Big
the
finish.
First non-3 for Defiance.
Yeah, that was a great finish. He got 2 Bellarmine defenders to commit and, put that ball way out wide so that it couldn't get blocked.
Cameron Alls from Sylvania, Ohio. A sophomore. Wow.
Yeah, that's a big time finish right there. I don't know if he could duplicate it multiple times in a row, but that was very impressive.
So he still could end up with 3, just the old-fashioned way.
It was much needed for Defiance there to kind of stem that tide that Bellarmine was bringing the last couple minutes.
Yeah, 17-3 run. Just dominant. Offensively, shooting 65%. They've only needed a couple of 3s. First of a 3-game homestand for Bellarmine. A couple other non-Division I teams on tap this next week. Bash Whelan, you saw the drop step.
Yeah, he set it up with the 2 power dribbles. And for Bash being 6'6", I mean, these are games where he can take these guards down there and kind of have his way.
Only played 2 minutes at West Virginia, getting a lot of early time today. Claycomb near tie-up. They get it out to Swanner. Hit one from there earlier, missed this time.
He's going to get a layup.
Takes the 3 instead. Whelan, stick back, no. Hof.
Swing it. Corner.
Attacks this time. Dump
Good.
off for Hof and an easy layup.
That was good offense right there by Bellarmine.
Yeah, that's what you're accustomed to seeing from this Knights team offensively, that extra pass.
Yeah, and Hof did a great job there. Once he got the offensive rebound, not turning around and forcing it up, kicking it back out, and it led to an easy layup. And he got it, returned right back to the favor when he kicked it out, and he got the layup on the backside. So that was a really good job by Kurt to stay and not get sped up when he got the ball.
Yeah, a couple of nice finishes for Defiance. That one from Avante Jones. Down by 12. No look from C.J. Fleming. Freshman Jake Segulin saw it all the way.
See if Defiance tries to get this clock down a little bit lower.
Yeah, that's what they were doing early, running the shot clock, getting late 3s. Hard closeout. Jones the 2, and he hits.
It's good 3s, 2s, 1s there. I mean, Bellarmine, Bash ran him off the line. This is good ball fake, 1 dribble, and jump shot. These guys have practiced that 100 times a week, just that move right there.
Jones has 5. Junior from Columbus, went to Pickerington Central High School. C.J. Fleming hits his first 3.
We'll see if Defiance can get Morel Jordan going here. He's still scoreless, only 1 shot attempt and coming in averaging 24+ points a game. We'll see if they can get him going.
The fact they're only down 13 and Morel Jordan hasn't scored, honestly pretty impressive from the Yellow Jackets. Jerome Johnson, step back. He's got a confident shot.
Yeah.
Hit his first 2, missed his last 2. Hof turns right into that baby hook, missed it. Jones in transition, he blew it.
Bellarmine got lucky there.
Now they set up. It's Penn. Good recovery from Defiance here after it looked like Bellarmine would get an easy transition look. Pen in the post. This is where he's so good, and he puts it in with his right.
Yeah, Defiance has got to come down with a double there. I think we've seen through the first 8 games that Dylan Penn is very hard to stop on the block.
He's one of the best post-up guards in the country.
Absolutely.
Averaging 19 a game his last 6. Swanner rattles in his second from the top of the key.
And it's, 6 of 12, they're shooting 50% from 3.
Keeping him within range here. Under 4 to go first half. Penn wide open in the short corner. Good look from Fleming.
Bellarmine shooting over 60+% for the field. See if they can pick it up a little bit on the defensive end to run these shooters off the 3-point line.
When you take out the threes for Defiance, this is about a perfect half for Bellarmine so far. Swanner was blocked by Claycomb. Somehow caroms to Jones, behind the back to Segulin. They whip it to Alls, and they come up empty.
It's a good look. Oh, he traveled.
Gets away with it.
Yeah.
Fleming just lost it. Claycomb died.
Out of reach. A big 2.5, 3 minutes here for both teams.
Yeah, feels like the turning point in the game for Defiance. How do they handle it? Justin Betts spinning as it knocked away out of bounds with 1 on the shot clock.
Imagine this is probably going to be a lob for number 14.
Yeah, tallest player at 6'10". Go C.J. Fleming, didn't get it off.
That's the hard about that when it's 1 second. You don't know if it's really 0.4, 0.7, or is it a full second?
Are you advocating for them not to round on the shot clock anymore?
Yeah. I wish you could see it.
Nick Holmes is going to change the game, ladies and gentlemen. No more rounding on that shot clock. It's at 20 for Defiance, down 14. Morel Jordan still hasn't scored.
Good move.
Get a foul, missed it. Jabrias Heidelberg will head to the line. Junior from Fremont, Ohio. Doesn't play a whole lot, but getting some run against the second Division I matchup for Defiance this year.
His first step there was really quick.
Just 5'9". So 6 threes for Defiance, making up almost all their points. Bellarmine's out rebounding them 16-6. A couple of stops mixed in there for Defiance along with some threes, and they're hanging around.
I think a good number for Bellarmine is they have 11 assists, on 18 made baskets. So a good ratio for them with only 3 turnovers.
And keep in mind, this team beat Franklin, who was picked 5th in the conference, well ahead of Defiance just yesterday. So Defiance will have some success this year, it looks like, in conference play. But they just can't afford those types of turnovers in this game.
Just wasn't looking. Just passed it to him. Wasn't looking.
Olivia checked in with the Bellarmine huddle this last time out. Let's go to her.
Yeah, guys, Coach Davenport telling his guys during that break to keep knocking down those shots. But after that happens, get back on defense, hustle back, keep the pressure on, and make Defiance take those tough shots, guys.
Thanks, Olivia. When you have a coach that tells you to keep shooting, players got to love that.
Absolutely. Yeah, Coach Davenport's not going to be a coach that takes you out because you miss a shot. No, he'll take you out if you miss a bad shot. But if you take a good shot and you miss it, shoot the next one, shoot again and again. But if that's the confidence that Coach Davenport has in these players to make shots. And if it's a good shot, take them all night long.
Freem on the run out to DeVault. Rises and he's blocked, but also fouled.
I think he was going up to dunk that.
Yeah, I was prepping myself for a dunk from DeVault. Would have been his first of the year.
Would have been a little tough angle to dunk it from, being right-handed.
So circling back to Coach Davenport, did you learn what a bad shot was pretty quickly?
Yeah, I only had to learn it once. And a lot of that you get is the way you practice if you play in the games like you practice, you'll learn in practice really quick what coach expects in terms of good shots and bad shots. And you shouldn't shoot anything in the games that you don't shoot in practice. And if you shoot them in practice and it's a bad shot, you know before the game that you probably shouldn't take that shot.
He loves his players, but he makes it very clear from the get-go, this is the way we play, and it's always going to be that way. And
Absolutely.
I mean, it's worked for them for years.
And when over the last decade, 5, 6, 7 times over the last 10 years, when you lead the country in field goal percentage, I think he probably knows what he's talking about.
Right.
And I think that the results speak for themselves in terms of understanding that if you do the things the way that he wants them done, you're going to have a lot of success on the offensive end.
And that transition to D1, top 3 in the country last year. Knocked away to Penn. Actually, it was just Heidelberg off his foot.
Let's see if Bellarmine gets a little 2-for-1 here.
Fleming missed it, and Jordan has the rebound.
Yeah, he missed a layup, but that was a right job by CJ to attack the rim, because now Bellarmine's going to get another shot at this before the end of the half. You see it a lot in the NBA where teams will go for the 2-for-1 if there's 35, 40 seconds left. They're going to try to get 2 shots in and shoot it before the other team can hold for the last shot.
8-second difference. 4 on the shot clock for Jordan. Quiet first half. He steps back for 3, and it just rolls out.
He was pretty surprised that didn't go in. Bellarmine's going to get one at the buzzer.
Penn.
5, 6 teams are very solid. Liberty returns, arguably the best player in the conference. EKU lost a close 1-possession game to West Virginia. Lipscomb returns the best big man in the conference. So, yeah, there were very good teams at the top half of the ASUN.
And with that COVID year, that gives these guys to come back and play an extra season like CJ Fleming at the line in his 6th year. So when we showed the graphic earlier about Bellarmine returning 78% of its scoring, without the extra year of eligibility, that doesn't happen.
Absolutely, because they would have lost Ethan Claycomb and CJ Fleming, which is probably maybe 30% of their scoring. So you probably, instead of returning back 75%, you probably only return about half back. So it was great for Bellarmine to get that extra year for their 2 seniors last year.
We spoke to CJ about whether a 6th year was in doubt for him at any point. He said no. Any chance I get to play an extra year of college basketball, I'm going to take it. My career's always waiting for me. Another year to be around this program, easy decision.
Absolutely, and you get another year of free education. And I know CJ's an education major, so another year where you can work on your master's, and something that a lot of teachers anymore have, the master's degree on top of the bachelor's. I think it's kind of a no-brainer where you're going to get an extra year paid for by the athletic department, and one step closer to your next degree. I think it's a great thing, and I know same thing for Ethan working on their master's degree.
4 straight points for CJ. 30-point lead for Bellarmine. It was just 13 at halftime. The Knights extend their 17-0 run. Hof takes a rare 3, and he hits. That's just the 3rd 3-pointer this year for the big fella.
Yep. Very balanced for Bellarmine. 4 guys in double figures now. Imagine we're going to have 5 or 6 before it's all said and done.
Offensively, Scott Davenport just has to love the effort from his team today after scoring only 55 at West Virginia. Step on the sideline from Jake Segulin. Speaking of Scott Davenport, let's check in with Olivia. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Got a foul. 20 on the shot clock for Bellarmine. Got Bash Whelan, Sam DeVault, Alec Freem, CJ Fleming, and Garrett Tipton. A lot of bench guys out there now for the Knights.
Absolutely. Most of the rotation guys that are always the first guy, 3 or 4 off the bench.
DeVault from the corner. And the rebound to Defiance. Let's now go to Olivia.
Yeah, guys, Coach Davenport with a much calmer demeanor than what we saw at halftime. He seems to be more satisfied so far in these first 4 minutes of the second half, saying, way to pass the ball, get quality shots. Now they're just figuring out ways to continue controlling the offense no matter what kind of defense the Yellow Jackets bring. Guys?
Keep passing is always the message for Scott Davenport. Take those open shots and knock them down.
Absolutely. I think 1 or 2 more possessions here for Bellarmine. Scoring. I think you'll probably see a couple of the freshmen come in and get some well-deserved minutes for, you know, there's no way to duplicate on-court time, and I think for guys like Ben Johnson, a couple of the other freshmen, younger freshmen, sophomores, I think this is a great time here in the next probably 1 to 2 minutes. I'll probably start bringing in a couple of those guys that have been a little green on the minutes so far this year.
And they faced such tough competition, they haven't been able to get on the court a whole lot yet. Whelan has it swiped, turns it over to Alls, and it's out of bounds going back the other way. Now Ethan Claycomb coming back in. So yeah, probably if it stays this margin, within the next few minutes, you're going to see some guys start to enter that haven't played a whole lot this year. Bellarmine likes its freshman class, and they pride themselves on being next man up. You know, when COVID issues arise, they had non-COVID related illness issues out in Vegas, so you want those guys to be ready if they're needed.
Absolutely. Great pass there by Bash.
Some scrappy defense from Defiance. It'll stay with BU. But this is an important time for the guys in the rotation, Alec Freem, Sam DeVault, Bash Whelan, Garrett Tipton, and Ethan Claycomb. For those guys, play consistent minutes.
Absolutely.
Claycomb a starter, of course. Whelan has it knocked away, attacking the rim.
Big collision down there.
And they get Whelan for the foul. Fell right on top of Easton Lewis, sophomore from Dayton, for Defiance. Some bench players now out there for the Yellow Jackets as well.
I think we see them too with Defiance. They were 6 of 15 at half, shooting 40%, and they have yet to make a 3 here this second half. And I know it would be something that when they went at halftime, Bellarmine, that was going to be a big focus to run Defiance off the line, because they had
in the Bellarmine locker room, and he's loving it.
Absolutely. He's had a phenomenal career starting as a walk-on, and kind of getting minutes and all of a sudden earning playing time, earning a scholarship, and you know, one of the probably best jobs with Coach D of similar where they entered their career at as a freshman to where they are as a senior, of just the improvement that you can have year over year. And you know, he's a key cog in the middle of their team, and he's their best defender. He's probably their most poised, you know, ball handler. You know, just a great compliment to him of, you know, the work that he's put in to put himself at that level.
He's always talking. He's always communicating. Such a great leader for Bellarmine as Defiance finally gets on the board here. Justin hasn't scored today, or he has 10 points, excuse me, but he doesn't have to score to make an impact.
Absolutely.
Last basket from Oliver Wittenbaum for Defiance. Miss from Whelan, and the rebound to Lewis.
Defiance bench, you know, down 30, they are still very well engaged. It's a sign of a good program, one that's building. If, you know, when you're down 20 to 30 and things aren't going right, you know, that last basket, they were all standing, cheering. Just shows a little bit probably of the team chemistry as they go in. And, you know, they're not going to see many teams like Bellarmine in their conference. So just really good to see that, kind of that chemistry that you have as a team. When stuff's not going your way, are you still able to stay together as a team and have each other's back? I hear them right next to me yelling there on that charge, and they're all standing up. So, you're pretty impressive, and I think one that Coach Gibson can be pretty happy with, you know, his team and their performance here.
They love that charge taken by Lewis, and guys are like jumping around for charges, and one guy was hopping up, I think it was Morel Jordan, on a three-point attempt, and it missed it, but bringing that energy, obviously a point of emphasis for Josh Gibson.
Yeah.
And Morel Jordan knows, Nick, that he's going to get his over the course of the year, averaging 24 a game. Right now, we're just enjoying this experience.
Absolutely.
Alls almost hit the fadeaway.
Back cut. There it is.
They got Freem. You saw it, Nick.
Yep. So quick reversal that gets that back cut.
I'm sure you had plenty of those back in the day.
Yep. And you know, the thing that people always forget about this offense is, you know, they're cutting. It's like, you know, but before you cut, if you screen the guy and your defender goes with the guy that's curling on the screen, that's what gets you open. It's not necessarily like, well, I'm going to go run to the ball and I'm going to get a wide open layup. It's like, no, if you screen somebody and then your guy has to help, that's when you cut. So the best cutters and the guys that get the most layups are going to be the ones that screen the best.
But not everybody wants to do that, but everybody in this program does.
Yeah, and you understand kind of if you screen for somebody else, it's actually going to get you open. And once you kind of understand that mindset, it's like, yes, I'm screening to get somebody else open, but it's also going to get me open. Then everybody starts to buy in and understands kind of how that concept works.
Oh, is that give more? Going to be happier. There's your philosophy.
Absolutely.
Deep look for the day.
See if they come with a double.
Yeah, Dylan Penn's back in the game. Bellarmine up by 32. He travels and is slow to get up. That's the last thing Bellarmine wants. He says he's fine as he hobbles back into defense.
I think there's every person in the gym's looking at his legs right now. Make sure he's okay.
I mean, he is the scorer for Bellarmine. Zach Jennings into the game. 55 in white. Good defensive player for the Knights off the bench.
He played big minutes in their Central Michigan game when they were without Ethan Claycomb.
And gets the rebound there. Yeah, they were missing 4 guys due to illness, and Jennings took 2 charges in that game. Bellarmine's first win of the year. Tipped in, catch and shoot, he got it.
Dylan still doesn't look like he's 100% running back.
Have to imagine they're going to get him out of there soon, up by 35, 8 to play.
Yeah. Stepped out again.
Loyola Marymount, so it'll be a nice way to transition into ASUN play.
Absolutely, and you know, with Miami and Loyola Marymount, those are going to be the caliber of teams that are going to be in Bellarmine's conference in the ASUN. You know, you're not going to have a Gonzaga and a UCLA,
but you're also not going to have a Defiance or a Franklin.
Correct. It's kind of like they have that spectrum where they played these 8 games. They've played really, really, really good teams, and then a couple Division III teams where they're just outmatching them. You know, they probably only played maybe 1 game. I'm thinking Central Michigan. The game that they won out in Vegas is probably a game that's like an ASUN, which when they'll get Miami and Loyola Marymount. I know Coach Davenport's really looking forward to that home game against Loyola Marymount. And, you know, a couple games before then, but I think Bellarmine will have a good crowd here at Freedom Hall for that game at Loyola Marymount.
Yeah, that'll be right before Christmas on December 21st. Good to see Dylan Penn back out there. Still playing with a big lead, but kind of looked like he tweaked something with his ankle leg before the break, but seems fine now.
Yep.
They're going to need him to have a lot of success this year and replicate what they did last season, finishing second in the conference behind Liberty and having a chance to win it in the final game. Jabrias Heidelberg.
The conference got a lot tougher this year, too, with EKU coming in and Jacksonville State. I think, yeah, as you see when they did the conference poll, I mean, there's going to be 2 of the top 5 teams projected. But we saw last year what happened with projections when Bellarmine was projected to finish last in the ASUN, and they played in the last game of the season. If they won it, they win the conference.
Penn to Jennings. Nice feed. Yeah, Scott Davenport always says those projections, those media folks, you know, voting on it, they don't go get a rebound, they don't score a point. So it's all up to you, and Bellarmine defied those odds last year. They're doubling up Defiance today, 74-37. Wittenbaum, off glass, no.
Been tough scoring here. Bellarmine only giving up 10 points this half, so put the clamps down like we said at halftime. What Bellarmine had to do was, you know, play better on the defensive end because they were going to get what they wanted on offense, kind of no matter what happened.
Penn takes a three, and he got it. His second three of the year. He was 1 for 17 before he hit it.
Yeah, that's a good one to see go in there for Dylan.
He shoots them pregame, and they look pretty good.
Absolutely. I was just watching him pregame. I think he almost made every one I saw him in pregame, so he can make them.
Knights as a team haven't had to take too many threes today. They've been efficient, 7 for 15, shooting 62% overall.
Where Defiance has 7 assists and 13 turnovers. So, you know, you're getting a lot of layups and easy shots when you have 22 out of your 31 shots. You know, 70% basically are off of assisted plays and not so much one-on-one.
Frame wide open after the spin. It was threaded through by Fleming, and a 40-point lead for the Knights. Going back to the passing, Nick, you saw the 22 assists. Well, they averaged just 12 a game this year. That is purely because of the competition that they've played.
Absolutely.
That'll pick up starting in ASUN play after the new year. Justin Betts is still diving all over the floor for balls up 40. That's culture.
Which Baylor Yonker checked in the game. He had some pretty big minutes when they played St. Mary's. When Kurt Hof got in foul trouble, they had a couple of big guys in foul trouble, and he stepped up and played well.
Checked in for his team twin, Sam DeVault. Both 6'10", got the red hair. Baylor's is longer.
That's an interesting pass right there. It's like a bowling ball pass. He
got it through.
Underhand.
Grant Johnson missed the layup. 5 to play. Wheeland, scoop and score. Bash's second basket. Lot in double figures for Bellarmine today. Balanced effort as Betts pulls down the rebound.
This ball's going to get skipped.
Yonker lines it up, and he got it. Gotta love the bench going all out for Baylor Yonker.
Absolutely, and CJ set that up. People are like, oh, why is your 6'1" point guard posting up? You know, it's not necessarily about him scoring, but he catching the post. He had 10 defensive eyes looking at him, and he skips it over the top for a wide open three.
First basket for Baylor Yonker this year. And the subs continue to pour in. Eli Roberts got some action against Franklin last weekend. Johnson against Roberts. Let's check out the defense for Eli. Junior from Louisville, played right down the road at Manual High School. Blow by from Lewis. Yonker there. He's going to bring it every day. He's the driving force for this team. We've talked about it quite a bit. Who steps up behind him? Well, it's going to be by committee quite a bit. And Bellarmine's done that today with balance. You got Betts with 10, Fleming with 11, Hof with 14, and DeVault with 11 off the bench as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a well-balanced attack. And, especially the way this offense is set up with it, with the cutting and passing, you're going to usually have a pretty balanced scoring besides, your Dylan, who's going to get a lot more plays called for him at the end of the shot clock.
Baseball pass from Wheelan. They whip it around to Yonker. Catch and finish. 5 points for Baylor. Josh Gibson about to send a few subs in for Defiance as well, with 3 to play. Over the top, Owls missed it. Good contest near the rim. Betts on the push. They whip it to Wheelan. Fires, way short. So Defiance coming up has Hanover, 5-0 this season. Picked second in the HCAC. That's this Saturday. Defiance 2-0 in conference play so far. Bellarmine has Asbury at the KFC Yum Center. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Defiance. Now, the reason for that transition to the Yum Center, there's a concert at the Yum Center. Louisville volleyball, #1 team in the country, is going to be hosting a regional. They need a venue fit for that regional. Due to the concert conflict, they can't do it at the Yum Center. They come over here to Freedom Hall. Bellarmine is happy to have that exchange, and then the Knights will get to play a couple of days earlier against Asbury than scheduled over at the Yum Center. Scott Wiegand talked about that with Olivia Russell at halftime, as that three is missed by Johnny Griffin. So it'll be a new venue for Bellarmine. But talking to Al Davis before the game, he said, man, we've played at Gonzaga, we've played at Purdue, we've played it here at Freedom Hall a couple of times. We don't care where we play at this point.
Absolutely, and they're used to big arenas. I know West Virginia has a really big Coliseum down there. You know, Freedom Hall is big. Gonzaga and St. Mary's were probably a little bit smaller gyms, but yeah, they're used to playing in any environment. They played in the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas where the Golden Knights play, so kind of like you said, it doesn't matter where you play as long as he